By the time 12 o'clock comes now, because the sun is now at the peak, is at its highest point, when the sun begins to decline, the temperature usually starts to decrease. And when it falls completely below the horizon, because now the sun is not being seen, we now have the next celestial object being dominant in Shamayim, which is the moon. And you know that the word for moon, we didn't even talk about, but the word for moon is Yahuah in Hebrew. So for darkness, we have Layel, we have Koshek. For even or evening, we have the word Arev. For light, the Father called the light, or, and the word day is, everybody knows the word for day is, right? Yeah. Yummy?
No.
Oh.
Yummy.
I'm really messing with you. I heard you clear. I'm really messing with you. So evening is Arev, light the Father called Or, morning the Father called Boker, darkness he called Layel, Koshek, the moon is Yahuah, day is Yom, and the word for sun is Shabbat. Was there any more? Okay.
He wants to know what would you have to say about 1 Samuel chapter 19 verses 9 through 11?
First what?
1 Samuel chapter 19 verses 9 through 11. I have it if you want me to read it.
Yeah, I like to read it to 1 Samuel. Samuel 19.
Verses 9 through 11.
9 through 11. And the evil spirit from of Elohim was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand. And David played with his hand, and Saul sought to smite David, even to the wall with the javelin. But he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall. And David fled and escaped that night. Okay? And that night, Saul also sent messengers into David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. And Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, If thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow shalt thou be slain. So we have David escaped that night. So we have Layel or Keshek in the darkest part of the day. He escaped that night, and Saul sent messengers into David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. Okay. And Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, If thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow shalt thou be slain. So what happened?
I believe what he's trying to figure out is whether or not you see this as David supposed to be getting slain the next day, as it's showing that they were following the thing of, tomorrow represented the next day.
Right, so we have the daylight portion. So,
because I think he's basically saying, if the day started at night, why didn't it say that Saul was going to kill him tomorrow, which would have been started at night, if that constitutes the start of the day?
Let me see, am I missing something? We started at 9. And the set-apart spirit, or the evil spirit from the Father, was upon Saul. And he sat in his house with a javelin in his hand. And David played with his hand. And Saul sought to smite David.
Hold that right there, Maury.